Just a reminder that this and all my other videos are made for doll collectors or adults buying dolls for others. This is not a video for children. Viewer discretion is advised. Thank you very much for listening. Hello Internet, my name is Kelsey and welcome back to my closet. So we are going to do a news video today and I'm going back to the old way that I was doing it where I would do a lot of information in one video rather than shorter bursts of information here and there. I think this will work better with our little video schedule and it'll give you guys the most thorough and detailed experience, I think. So we have a lot to cover today too, because I've been saving up all these things. So let's jump right in. We're going to start with MGA and Nanana Surprise, which I don't really talk about too much because I don't really collect them a lot. And also there just hasn't been a lot of information about them lately. But we have a big change on the horizon for them because apparently they're going to be switching to fully plastic bodies rather than the fabric over plastic. We have these heads here, which if you look at them, you could definitely see the Nanana shape of the face in them, even though they don't have any details yet. And I gotta say, it's a little disappointing. Nanana Surprise's whole gimmick was that they were fabric dolls. That was pretty much all that made them unique, because if you start comparing them to other regular fashion dolls, they were lacking a lot. You couldn't remove the hats in the first few series. They didn't have a lot of articulation. They couldn't even really sit down. It's kind of, in my mind, hurting the brand because you're taking away what made the brand special in the first place. It's an odd decision, but I guess they're trying to save the brand since they just haven't been doing as well, as far as I can tell. This is really their last-ditch effort. The price looks to be staying the same for a standard size one, and I'm sure it's a cheaper construction to do a fully plastic body rather than the fabric. So hopefully they will use the extra money they have to improve things like the articulation. And hopefully they keep the designs and the clothes nice. I am going to miss the printed undergarments. They really put a lot of detail into those, even if you weren't going to see them too much. But the clothes have always been pretty nice, so hopefully they're going to stick to nice clothing quality and they will do what they can to improve the dolls with the extra money that they have. Next up, we have all kinds of shoes. I mean, all I can think about right now is shoes. These seem to be a mix of shoes that will be on future dolls and probably the Accessories Studio Series 2. I'm seeing a lot of regular heels, which, you know, they're kind of like a dime a dozen. The standout shoes in the first Accessories series were, of course, the fabric boots, but also a lot of the sneakers. And I am seeing some pretty cool boot options. We've got those white and orange go-go looking boots, the fuzzy pink ones, which I'm like convinced are Priscilla's boots, and I wish that she had actually come in those boots because I feel like that would have made more sense. But the absolute must-haves out of these shoes are the roller skates. I am in love with those roller skates. And the theory that I'm hearing going around is that they are specifically Jade and Bella themed. I agree. I think they look exactly like their versions of roller skates, although I don't know how Bella is going to balance on high-heeled roller skates and not fall. But hey, this is the doll world. Anything is possible. There's also some shoes with palm tree shaped heels, which are probably themed for some Pacific Coast characters. It's nice that they're including more of the characters in this second round. There's a pair of heels with daisies on the back, which I'm sure are for my darling little Delilah. These mint green ones with the gold chains, I'm assuming are for Daphne, and they're actually kind of cute for regular styled heels. We also, though, have a few pairs that look like they could be for the upcoming runway dolls. As you can see, we have these heels with the rainbow shaped straps, which were Amaya's shoes. These purple ones, I don't know if they're close enough of a match to say that those are Violet's runway shoes. They could be something else. I would think they would try to get a little bit closer to the actual design from the show. And then we have these orange ones with butterflies on them, which people are assuming are Poppy's. The execution for these, if if that's really what they're supposed to be is not the greatest, but they aren't necessarily the actual runway shoes. They could just be part of the accessory studio and inspired by the runway shoes. It's hard to say when you just have a pile of shoes on the table and you don't know who goes to what. But I am super excited about the whole thing. Of course, we have to play the blind box game again. At least there are some tricks for figuring out which shoes are which, like weighing the boxes and knowing the color of the box. Speaking of Rainbow High, it looks like they're working on a prosthetic leg mold, which I'm surprised it took them this long in the first place, because it seemed like Pacific Coast was the right time to introduce a prosthetic leg, being that they had the removable legs, but better late than never. It's always good to have some inclusivity. No telling what series they're going to be using the leg on though. We also have these weird little green heads. Now, as you can see in this picture, there's a full-sized Rainbow High and a junior high head for comparison. So the fact that they're these weird alien green colors, I'm wondering if they're going to be some kind of fantasy series, since they're going to be even smaller than junior high, and I can't imagine they're going to go Rainbow Elementary School at any time soon, so I guess we'll just have to wait and see what these turn into. Also from MGA, we finally have some real life pictures of Fierce Kitty K, who is absolutely stunning. Better than regular Kitty K. I love the added pink streaks in her hair. I love the fabric that they chose for her outfit. I had Kitty K when she first came out, and I never liked the stiff feeling of her robe thing. If it was made of this material that Fierce Kitty K is wearing, I probably would have liked it more because it looks a lot softer. I also love the thigh-high fabric boots. Those are amazing, and I think they're an improvement to the little fabric leg warmer things that she had. They weren't quite leg warmers. They were just pant legs that got separated from the rest of the pants, and they were kind of hard to get on. So having fully fabric boots, that was great. She looks amazing, and of course Candylicious still looks amazing. I am very tempted to get both of them. Unfortunately, it looks like we're still gonna have to wait a while. I'm guessing they're gonna be coming out for LOL Day, which is July 7th, which is when the first line of Fierce came out last year. Next, from IMC Toys. You may be familiar with the VIP pets. I have seen them around in the stores. I've never bought one, but just like many other brands, they are attempting to create their own fashion doll line. And these dolls look pretty cute. They all have really nice long hair. They look like they have some interesting outfits. I'm sure they're each based on an existing VIP pet. And it looks like they're going to have some hair play gimmicks based on the accessories that they come with. If I knew more about VIP pets, I would know whether or not that was kind of their gimmick as well, was just hair play. I mean, they're dogs with long hair, so I guess that makes sense. It was only a matter of time before they transitioned into dolls. I would be interested in getting one of these. My only complaint is some of them have really big, dead-looking eyes. It looks like all of their eyes are the same. And I don't know if it's the picture quality or if these are just prototypes, but their eyes are a little bit creepy. Now, this next thing is a little bit of speculation, but if I'm right, I am so excited for this. Spin Master just announced a new Netflix cartoon called Unicorn Academy. It's set to premiere in the fall, but you know, I don't care about the show. What I'm thinking is, when you have a show made by a toy company, you're obviously gonna get dolls. So this could be our spiritual successor to Mermaid High. And if that is the case, I am sincerely hoping that some of the Mermaid High designers will be working on this. They got the short end of the stick with Mermaid High. They had some really adorable designs on their prototypes that they never got to use. So if they can recycle some of that into Unicorn Academy, I think these dolls could be fantastic. This is like the perfect opportunity for them to bring to life what they wanted to do with Mermaid High and to kind of avenge Mermaid High even. Very excited. probably won't know more about that until the fall. Now, on the Mattel side of things, we have this picture of some fashionistas who are already on the market, but they're in plastic boxes. And I'm annoyed and confused. First of all, I love the reusable fashionista bags. I have all kinds of stuff stored in them for my dolls. They're very convenient, and they're also perfect for taking a doll with you in a bag so that their hair is protected. Even Rainbow High dolls fit in them. So you're taking away my storage, and you're also creating more garbage. I mean, yeah, you can recycle the plastic or reuse it for something, but why go back to disposable? And why use plastic and not cardboard? Yes, maybe it's too expensive to do the reusable bags all the time, but go full cardboard. Barbie Loves the Ocean are fully cardboard boxes. It just seems like a really strange move when people are trying to get away from disposable and environmentally unfriendly packaging. Also from Mattel, we have a sort of sneak peek at what the holiday Barbie for this year is going to look like. Not in the form of a doll, but in the form of a Hallmark ornament. Based on this ornament, we can see that Barbie is going to be in a gold dress this year. She's going to have a little cape and a gold bracelet. We've got some gold earrings, and it looks like she's going to have a double layered skirt with a tulle layer over the gold. Of course, you can't tell what fabrics the dress is going to be made of on the ornament, but you get an idea of the silhouette. I think it's a nicer looking dress than last year's. Last year's was extremely plain, so the fact that they are doing a double layer with some sparkle and glitter, that's very Christmassy, and I like that they're going to add a cape. Apparently, like last year, we're going to have 5 different dolls with an exclusive redhead again. No way of telling whether or not they're going to be using the same faces for all 5 of the dolls, or if they're going to come up with new faces for the different variations, but it's only March, so to be thinking about the holiday Barbie right now is kind of crazy, and so I'm gonna move on. Finally, let's look at Mattel's Disney dolls that are coming out for a couple of live action movies. We have The Little Mermaid and Peter Pan and Wendy. Now, the Little Mermaid doll is really gorgeous. I love the face sculpt. They did a really great job. The tail sculpt is beautiful with all the different colors. I think she's a gorgeous, gorgeous doll. Now, yes, she's a basic doll. She only has some movement at the waist and the arms, but I'm hoping that they will reuse the sculpt and make a more deluxe version that can maybe change from a mermaid into a human, like in the movie, maybe with some fabric clothes instead of just fully molded plastic. But for a basic doll, and for a doll based on a person, because I'm not usually into dolls based on people, she's very, very pretty. And lo and behold, just as I was gathering up pictures for the video, some new ones have arrived with the Little Mermaid transforming Ariel doll. Not exactly what I was hoping for. She still has a molded plastic top, but she has a huge tail fin, which turns into a dress. I think I prefer the basic one better, the full mermaid, just because I don't like the little plastic faux sleeves on her. But I will say it's nice that they did a slightly different tail for this doll. She has a little bit of a different color scheme and some extra molded bubbles on the tail. And of course you get the different tail fin. But what's also interesting to see in the corner on the back of this box is a preview of another Ariel in human form with a blue dress. We will be getting more options for Ariel. As for Peter Pan and Wendy, well, Tinkerbell's pretty. I think they did a really nice job with her face. It looks like she has hinges on her wings so that they'll be able to flap, so that's a fun feature. She also has elbow and knee articulation and wrist. That's pretty nice. Actually, it looks like Peter Pan has that too. So Wendy probably does as well, even though we can't see her joints. For movie dolls, that's great because a lot of times they just have the basic 5 points. So at least that gives you more opportunity to play out scenes from the movie. But I'm not really into Wendy's face. She's got a little uncanny valley thing going on, and Peter just looks derpy. I apologize. It is nothing against the actors' actual faces, it's just that it's very hard to translate a human into a doll and make it look normal. Also, we have the standard of Mattel printing on all the details, but you know, that's usual Mattel stuff. For their first Disney live action dolls since getting the license back, there's some positives and negatives. I haven't been wowed yet by Mattel taking back the Disney license, but I'm hoping they're going to step it up. It's only been a couple of months. We gotta give them some time. And with that, I have covered everything that I have gathered up and wanted to cover. It feels really good to be able to share so much information with you guys. As always, let me know what you are looking forward to the most, what you think of the different things that I covered in this video, and thanks so much for watching. If you liked it, give it a thumbs up, subscribe to the channel, share the video with your friends, and until next time, bye!